Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, nice to meet you. My name is CJ. If you are not, hey, welcome back. It's good to have you back. I am seeing the numbers. We are growing daily and I am so excited. Welcome newbies. Thank you for joining the family. Also be a returning subscriber. Okay, all right. So judging from the title, you guys already know what I'm going to talk about. This topic is actually very sensitive to me because it's a no-brainer that I actually stay alone and I don't live under my parents' roof. So this is why I'm talking about it. So if this topic interests you and this is what you want to hear about, living alone in your 20s or moving out of your parents' house in your 20s in Nigeria, definitely keep on watching. So it's no news that the Nigerian economy is so bad. I mean, really bad. So imagine living alone or moving out of your family's house in this time, during this period. It's stressful thinking about it. I mean, I always say this to people. Living alone in school is definitely different from living alone as an adult. You know, you say, oh, I lived alone in school. How bad can it be? Well, I'm here to tell you, it can really be super bad. For starters, you didn't pay bills, you didn't pay rent, you didn't pay any bill at all. Your parents took care of that. As an adult, you have to foot those bills. You really have to, you may not, thinking about it might mean, how bad? I mean, what is there, Kwan? I can pay this, I can pay that. But when you actually start to experience it, you're like, oh shit, this isn't funny. But yeah, I'm really not here to discourage you if you do want to move out. I mean, even staying alone has its perks. You know, staying alone definitely has its perks. It helps you, teaches you a lot actually. It teaches you to grow up, teaches you to learn how to make money, teaches you to age. Nigeria actually helps you age faster than you're supposed to age. But yeah, it teaches you to grow up, teaches you to, you know, be a responsible person. If you're going to spoil, you spoil, but it teaches you to be a responsible person. At the same time, it teaches you to be a baby girl, all at the same time, balancing it all. That's all it does. So I'm not here to discourage you. If you do want to make that big move and you want to actually move out, you want to grow up, you want to say, okay, this is time, I know I want to make this decision, this is my candid opinion and advice for you. If you're extremely comfortable, you are happy, you have the freedom of choice in your family house, you are happy where you are, let me just tell you right now, stay back. Don't stress it, stay back. There's no need to rush. There's no pressure, honestly. There's no need to rush out, you know. The grass is not greener on the other side. The grass ain't greener on the other side. It ain't real. Don't pressure yourself to come out to achieve that freedom that you think you're going to get out, except of course you have a strict home and then you can't actually do things that you want to do as an adult. Then in that case, maybe it's time for you to make that big move. If you do want to make that big move, these are the tips I would tell you to actually look into before you actually make that decision. Number one, before you come out, please make sure you have multiple sources of income. Emphasis on multiple, because in Nigeria, an average person, you know, you might be earning 150,000 naira as an average Nigerian. That's fair. But if you're staying alone, trust me, it doesn't go anywhere. I mean, it's good, it's okay if you have just one job. I'm not discrediting all that. It's okay if you have one job, but please, to be safe, you know, it's better to be safe than sorry. Have different side hustles, things that will be bringing money into your account daily, because when the bills come, they choke. They choke. So have multiple sources of income. It really helps. It goes a long way. So don't just depend on your full-time job. Of course, you should know that if you live in your parents' house, you should actually have a job, right? So yes, have a job, because when you come out and you're looking for a job, I did come out through NYSC actually, so my case was different. I'll talk about that later. Okay, number two, you have to be able to make sacrifices. And by sacrifices, I mean you have to have a priority list. You can't be shopping every day. You can't be going out every day. You can't be spending anyhow. You have to think. You have to, that game that used to suit you to play every day, you have to reduce the amount of times you play it. The clothes you used to shop every week, you might have to reduce the times you actually buy those things. Of course, except your sources of income is actually overflowing. And even at that, with the way the country is, I'll definitely advise you still reduce your spending and put more into investing, because anything can happen. Anything can happen. It teaches you discipline. You know, that's the good thing about staying alone. You have to be disciplined. You have to learn how to manage your income. So you can't do anything without properly thinking about it. You can't purchase anything without properly thinking about it. If you're not a disciplined person and you're the kind of person that still likes to buy things, you're very spontaneous, you do things with your money anyhow. The money is, when your account is ready, like money will come in. I used to be like that in school. When you come out, you have to be more disciplined on how you spend. So you have to work on your spending habit. That's what I mean by you have to make sacrifices, right? So that's it. If you're not ready to make those sacrifices, stay back. Thank you. Number 3, be patient with yourself. And by patience, I mean you have to be patient in all aspects of life. Cut yourself some slack. I'm actually directing this message to me as much as I'm directing it to you. If you pack into a new place, don't be in a hurry to like set things up immediately. It might take 2 to 3 months. If your house is still empty after the first month or 2 months, that is growth. You grow. Do you understand? So you have to be patient. You're like, don't use social media as a yardstick to compare your growth when you decide to take on the independence journey. No, there's actually levels to things. You might not be able to fix your house the first, second, third month to the level you want it to do. If you're able to do that because you have the funds, fine and good for you. But if you're not, you don't have it, and because you have to also apportion your money well. You don't just spend all your money in fixing and buying the best of things into your house, and then at the end of the day you don't have any source of income, and then you're broke and you're hungry. So yes, you have to be patient with yourself. Be patient with your journey, patient with how you set yourself up, your jobs, everything. Be patient, okay? That would help you a long way once you come out to this real world. This is an OG talking now, okay? Lastly, never be too shy to ask for help. Let me tell you, sometimes it gets overbearing and you can't really do anything. When it gets too tight, don't be too shy or too embarrassed to ask for help from your family, from your friends. I know it can be really embarrassing, especially when you ask and nobody actually comes through for you. I know that happens, but keep trying, because nobody's an island on their own. So when you cannot do it, just know that when you have done, what is that Davido song? So when you try and you rest and you ask for help. That is the message right here, okay? Let me give you guys like a rundown of how I moved. I didn't move like in the conventional setting. Like I didn't have that talk. Then most people want to have that talk with their parents. Oh, I'm moving out of your house, and the problems and the challenges that come with that, and then moving out. No, mine was different. I went through NYSC, so I was going to a different state to do my NYSC, and in that way, I actually just packed my load and I jabba. I've just been singing. But yeah, so it was different for me. I went through NYSC. So when NYSC gave me the opportunity, it gave me like a stable income at least. Even if my PPA wasn't paying me anything, at least I still had that income coming from there. So, and I wasn't doing a lot of work because I also served during COVID. So during COVID there wasn't much work, so I had more savings, I had more spending power, I had more savings, I had more investment money, I had more capital. So the case might be different from you. You might not have all that. The situation is everybody's situation is different. So you have to work according to your situation. If you go through NYSC, maybe you traveled and from there you want to just stay back and start your life, fine and good. If you're going as far, I am ready to leave your house, mommy and daddy, and this is my decision, then that means you have saved up money, you have saved up money enough to pay your rent, and you've saved up money to at least take you for the next 6 months at least. And then at least, most importantly, you have a job that will keep you going till you start to think of other things, maybe building your side hustles, because side hustles don't just come. So, and it's even best if you have it before you actually travel. So yeah, my case was completely different. So your situation might be different from mine. It might be the same thing, but this is how I did. So in general, do I really regret leaving my house, like right now, staying out of my house after NYSC? Let's really think about it. Okay, I was just trying to actually give you guys suspense. No, I actually don't. I've been able to learn a lot within the past few months of my life. It has taught me so much. It has given me a thick skin. It has made me think faster than I normally would think. It has opened opportunities for me as well, in terms of me putting myself out there, because I know that now I have to pay the bills. Yeah, can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? That song did not enter, but whatever. I do not regret living out of my parents' roof. Sometimes I wish I have that comfort, but right now I don't, and it's a good decision I made for myself. So if you do want to actually leave your house, or you're already living out, nice to meet you, girl. God will do it for us. But if you want to leave your parents' house, well, make sure you consider the tips I just shared. Make sure you have a good source of income, and I mean multiple, not even a good one. Find different ways to balance your income stream. Try to do other things. Investment pays more now in Nigeria, so invest. Also, be patient with yourself. What else did I share? Be patient with yourself. Actually, be really patient with yourself. Make sacrifices. Don't be disciplined. That's all I'm saying. If you listen to all these things and you think you're prepared to move out, well, yeah, ready to welcome you into the adulting life. It's a good time out here, actually. Okay, it's nothing serious. Don't mind me. It's nothing serious. It's still, once you can sort these things out, trust me, the sky is your limit, and that is all I'm just trying to say. Just make sure you're disciplined, you have the money, and boom, you're good to go. So yeah, anywho's, that is the end of the video. I hope this video was helpful to you. I do hope it was helpful, actually. If you are not living in your parents' house and you're out here like me, please share in the comment section. How is it for you? Tell a baby girl, how are you coping? Just an OG, let's relate. If you are trying to make that decision and you actually have questions, share it in the comment section. I'll be able to point you in the right direction, or things you're actually scared of or scared about. Share in the comment section. I'd like to hear from you. Also, give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it. Tap the notification bell on so that I can see me whenever I post another video. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Be a returning subscriber. Come back. Okay? Most importantly, don't forget to what? Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell somebody to do what? You have to say it with me. Say it with me. Say it with me. Subscribe. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.